Okay, so this was the week where the January 6th committee has wrapped up its long investigation into what happened, into Donald Trump's role in stoking the insurrection that we saw, into the many different advisors, attorneys generals, fake electors, all the Proud Boys, all the different elements, the media's role, all the different elements and angles on what the hell happened on that day. And they've come away with, yes, Trump should be prosecuted for crimes. They're giving him a criminal referral. I don't know if this works like a job referral, do they have to do they check your past, hey, I'm following up about a Donald J. Trump. I hear he's crimed in the past, and calling his ex-wives and stuff. So here is Jamie Raskin presenting, Representative Jamie Raskin presenting the 4 charges that they believe Trump should be charged with.
This is the starting point for our analysis today. The first criminal statute we invoke for referral, therefore, is Title 18, Section 1512C, which makes it unlawful for anyone to corruptly obstruct, influence, or impede any official proceeding of the United States government. We believe that the evidence described by my colleagues today and assembled throughout our hearings warrants a criminal referral of former President Donald J. Trump, John Eastman, and others for violations of this statute. The whole purpose and obvious effect of Trump's scheme were to obstruct, influence, and impede this official proceeding, the central moment for the lawful transfer of power in the United States. Second, we believe that there is more than sufficient evidence to refer former President Donald J. Trump, John Eastman, and others for violating Title 18, Section 371. This statute makes it a crime to conspire to defraud the United States. In other words, to make an agreement to impair, obstruct, or defeat the lawful functions of the United States government by deceitful or dishonest means. Former President Trump did not engage in a plan to defraud the United States acting alone. He entered into agreements, formal and informal, with several other individuals who assisted him with his criminal objectives. Our report describes in detail the actions of numerous co-conspirators who agreed with and participated in Trump's plan to impair, obstruct, and defeat the certification of President Biden's electoral victory.
Okay, so he lays out 2 crimes there. There's 4 in total. Again, obstruction of an official proceeding, conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to make a false statement, and inciting, assisting, or giving comfort to an insurrection. Lots of comfort. Soft, pillowy comfort. So it seems like the hardest to convict him on, should this go forward, is that last one, the stoking or comforting an insurrection, which to me seems like the most obvious one. We're going to march to the Capitol. We're going to not stop. And there wasn't like we're going to smear the feces on Nancy Pelosi's desk, but I feel like that was implied. Where does this go from here? So the Justice Department is already investigating under special counsel the notably aggressive prosecutor Jack Smith, great name, who was appointed last month. In messages seen by The Guardian on Monday, former Trump officials acknowledged the strength against Trump. A former administration official said the committee had made a, quote, very solid recommendation, while a former White House official said the facts are compelling. These charges are coming. Those are former Trump officials. Clearly, maybe the ones who are not implicated in this. I don't know if that was John Eastman. You guys remember John Eastman was the guy who was like, But it says here in the part of the Constitution I just wrote that actually other electors, alternate electors, can vote for Trump to continue to be president and to nullify the electors for Biden. So that's John Eastman's role. Lastly, on this, it seems like aim is being taken also at Kevin McCarthy, Representative Kevin McCarthy, the current House Minority Leader, who aims to become Speaker, also is in the sights of the panel. Other members are Representative Andy Biggs, thank fuck, Jim Jordan of Ohio, and Scott Perry. There should be more. I mean, Gosar as well. At issue was the refusal of these members to cooperate with the committee, even when subpoenaed to do so. Right. So we've been asking what happens since these folks have not testified. I still haven't seen what happened with Ginny Thomas, y'all. That was another hanging thread. But John, I want to kick it to you. What do you make of these recommendations, these referrals? How important is it that these have come down, and what do you think about what could happen?
I mean, I'm glad. I feel like you sort of had to at least do this. There's nothing more directly that they can do. They just have to kick it to the DOJ and hope that they investigate. Because this is even like a step removed from specifically saying he should be charged for these things. That connotation is there, but technically it is you should investigate in these areas because there might be evidence there. It's even slightly weaker than it's been presented to be. He did the things. He almost literally did the things. Like, comfort and insurrection is supposed to be a sort of metaphor, but no, he was literally sending them messages saying that he loves them and they're very special. He was literally comforting them while they were insurrecting.
Yeah.
For me, it's not just that he organized the people to be there, and it's not just that he sent them to the Capitol. It's as he was watching hour after hour of the violence, he resisted any effort by his own people to have him stop it. That I don't know how you get past that. You combine that with the calling Georgia to find me the 11,000 votes, then I don't know. Do we need robot lawyers? Like, do we need someone who is not so crippled by fear of the political implications? Because if he can't be convicted for this, then the signal they're sending to whatever proto-dictator comes down the pike next is, so long as you don't literally say, go kill me, the government, then there's nothing that they can get you on. And that cannot be the standard that we hold, potential authoritarians to.
Yes. And even then, the government is really broad, and there was no specifics in that sort of that cry. So I bet that could be parsed as well. Sarah, it seems so obvious that he did all the criming, and yet we needed the entire case to be, I guess, laid out. I don't know who this is for other than like history.
Right. It's for some random kid, who happens to have one of the last internet connections, and can go back and watch the archives and say, wow, that was crazy. But not as crazy as what's happening now, No, I think it's for us, it's for the people that care. We all know that the people who are loyal to Donald Trump, they will never be convinced of, most of them will never be convinced, no matter how much smoking. I mean, look, everything that's happened up to this point, the denial already, just things he's said on video, they will deny that happened if it made him look bad, so there's no convincing of that crowd. And so that's why I'm just sort of, if you don't press charges and we don't make accountability happen, why would you bow to people who couldn't be convinced no matter what? It's like, why are we, we've been in it for a long time. Why are we everybody's fussing over this small minority of people, and people always go, oh, it's 50-50. It's 50% red and 50% blue. And it's like, that's a really overly simplified view. There's a much smaller core group that is like this extreme.
Yes.
But any time we concede to them and coddle them, they grow.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, you gotta stand.
I think so. I think that exactly. I think it is a loud minority, and I think I disagree slightly with a take that it's like it's all Republicans. All Republicans are this crazy. No, I actually think that a lot of them did lose the MAGA thread when specifically around COVID, as they were dying, and also around the January 6th insurrection. And yeah, the revelations are so insane. Like this whole summer, it's been like Trump grabbed the wheel of the Secret Service agent, most likely, and tried to steer himself to the Capitol to like stand on a mound of skulls. Like, the acting attorney general, was told to investigate Italy-gate, which was the theory that satellites in Italy, or designed by some Italian, were flipping votes of the Dominion voting machines to Biden, right? And they straight up were like watching YouTube videos because the president told them to watch a YouTube video. So it's just so insane. And we got so close. If this isn't grounds for criminally convicting and also mandating that no longer can any of these people hold office, specifically Donald Trump. I give a shit more about Trump than I do any of the lackeys, even though I fucking hate these lackeys. Even if Donald Trump can't be prohibited from running for office, then I don't know what kind of a democracy this is. Like, what the fuck? We're so bad. Like, we've known we sucked, but we really sucked. Push come to shove, you get feces all over your democracy, and it's like, ooh, we gotta walk around with doo-doo on us forever now. Sorry, I'm just all coming back to the feces, dude. Anyway, it's like Nelson is laughing at our country, but he's got like those horns and his face painted, and he's the QAnon shaman, just so we shall see. One thing that's interesting is a lot of these politicians who were on the committee are outgoing. So it's the end of the 4 of the 9 members on the panel. And then 2 others, Cheney and Elaine Luria, Democrat of Virginia, lost their House seats this midterms. So, we shall see what happens under the new House. It's very curious that they're going after Kevin McCarthy. But a lot of these insurrectionists, a lot of these folks, these politicians, they won their reelection. Wisconsin homie, whose name I'm forgetting deliberately. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Thank you, Ron Johnson.
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to kick
somebody
it to
on
you.
the committee.
No. But Ron Johnson, who like had his office was talking with Mike Pence's office about the alternate slate of electors. Yeah, he was reelected.
Yep, he's barely had to even answer questions about it.
Exactly. Anywho, more to come, but at least we're actually talking about crimes. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room. Do